Welcome to This Explainer. Today, we're going to completely unpack and analyze the staggering, honestly mind-blowing financial scale of modern sports. We're looking closely at the 2026 FIFA World Cup hosted across the US, Canada, and Mexico, which is already set to unlock totally unprecedented commercial opportunities. We're counting down the 10 richest football players expected to hit the pitch at the tournament, and we'll see just how drastically these financial figures have exploded compared to even a decade ago. But, we aren't just looking at who makes the most money. We're breaking down the exact mechanics behind their empires. Because let's face it, the modern footballer is basically a multifaceted corporation. Over the next 10 minutes, we're going to explore exactly how they pull this off, tracking the evolution from standard playing wages to the completely unprecedented revenue sharing and equity deals that now define the absolute peak of the sport. Section 1. Building the Foundation. Ranks 10 through 8. Kicking things off at number 10, we've got Antoine Griezmann. The French international and Atletico Madrid star has built a massive footprint, and not just in Europe, but all across Asia and North America. Actually, Griezmann has masterfully cultivated a really unique personal brand. He's deeply integrated his own love for American sports and esports into his public persona, and that gives him this crossover appeal that traditional sponsors absolutely covet. Now, to put this into perspective, an estimated net worth of $40 to $50 million is literally just the baseline to even be discussed in this elite top 10. This incredible floor only exists because of the sheer influx of broadcast revenue and foreign investment over the last 5 years. With TV rights deals totally inflating the market, standard club wages for top-tier talent have skyrocketed. It pushes the baseline for global stars well into the tens of millions before a single endorsement is even signed. Moving right along to number 9, we find Manchester City's brilliant playmaker, Kevin De Bruyne. His incredibly precise, analytical style of play naturally attracts a very specific demographic of corporate sponsors. Brands really want to be associated with his unparalleled vision and consistency. That allows him to command major premiums in the commercial market that just perfectly complement his status as one of the Premier League's most valuable assets. So how does he do it? Well, De Bruyne draws his wealth from a highly effective dual income stream. He secures a staggering weekly wage at Manchester City, reportedly north of $20 million a year, by the way, and then pairs that base with major endorsement deals. From his long-standing partnerships with Nike to regional deals with McDonald's Belgium and even prominent placements in EA Sports titles, he has effectively monetized every single aspect of his professional image. Taking the number 8 spot is Liverpool's towering Dutch center back Virgil van Dijk. Now, while forwards usually dominate these financial lists, Van Dijk proves that defensive excellence can build a highly diverse financial portfolio too. Beyond his massive Premier League wages, he's actually become quite the savvy investor. He's been funneling his earnings into strategic tech startups and real estate, really demonstrating the smart financial planning required to lock in long-term, generational wealth. The balance here is absolutely key. His lucrative club salary is expertly matched by high-end commercial income. By aligning with brands like Nike, EA Sports, and Tumi Luggage, Van Dijk projects this sleek, reliable, premium brand. So while his club pays him heavily to anchor their defense, his meticulously disciplined image off the pitch easily nets him millions more in top-tier brand ambassadorships. Section 2. Rising Stars and Champions. Ranks 7 through 5. Here we're contrasting two very different paths to incredible wealth. Jude Bellingham at number 7 and Erling Haaland at number 6. Bellingham relies on immense marketability and youth appeal, rapidly growing his wealth through signature Adidas lines and his status as the face of Real Madrid. Haaland, on the other hand, takes a slightly different route at Manchester City. He's building his growing net worth on a heavily incentivized performance-based contract where his completely relentless goal scoring triggers massive financial bonuses. Hitting the halfway mark at number 5 is Liverpool's Mohamed Salah. Salah's name transcends the sport entirely because, well, he operates as an absolute cultural icon across the Middle East and North Africa. This unique status unlocks a massive demographic that global sponsors are basically desperate to reach, giving him unparalleled leverage at the negotiating table. Salah effectively acts as a regional gateway for global megacorporations. His massive endorsement portfolio features flagship deals with Vodafone, Uber, Pepsi, and Adidas. When a player achieves this level of regional dominance, their commercial value actually begins to rival their actual playing salary. It totally transforms them from a highly paid athlete into a multinational business entity in their own right. Section 3. The Elite Strikers. Ranks 4 through 3. Number 4 belongs to the phenomenal French superstar Kylian Mbappé, who has completely rewritten the modern economics of a superstar forward. His wealth isn't just about a weekly wage anymore. It's heavily defined by historic signing bonuses, super intricate loyalty clauses, and crucially, retaining a massive percentage of his own image rights. This was a precedent-setting strategy we all saw during his complex contract negotiations between Paris Saint-Germain and Real Madrid.
Mbappe is consciously moving his personal brand way beyond traditional sports and right into the realm of high luxury. He has converted his undeniable global profile into major commercial partnerships with brands like Dior, Hublot, and Nike. By associating himself with these exclusive luxury houses, he elevates his personal brand to a global fashion and lifestyle level, totally securing his spot among the financial elite. Cracking the top three is the Brazilian icon Neymar Jr. Neymar's presence here represents a massive paradigm shift in world football economics. By making the move from Paris Saint-Germain to Al Hilal in the Saudi Pro League, Neymar completely altered the trajectory of his wealth. He basically traded traditional European prestige for a guaranteed astronomical sum that instantly cemented his status in the top three. The sheer visual leap in wealth at this tier is staggering, guys. We're pushing well past an estimated fortune of $100 million now. This dramatic widening of the financial gap is largely driven by the massive influx of state-backed funding from Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund. They've created an unprecedented tier of wealth, inflating player contracts to a scale previously thought impossible for team sports. Section 4. The Ultimate Football Fortunes, ranks 2 and 1. Coming in at number 2 sits Lionel Messi, whose recent career moves really showcase the unprecedented nature of modern sports contracts. Upon leaving Europe, Messi didn't just negotiate a massive salary. He fundamentally changed the business model of an entire league. His move to Major League Soccer is just a masterclass in leveraging your superstar status to extract value far, far beyond a standard paycheck. His groundbreaking deal with Inter Miami includes direct revenue sharing from Apple TV's MLS Season Pass subscriptions, a cut of Adidas kit sales, and an option for direct equity in the club franchise itself. It completely redefines the modern megastar formula. He isn't just an employee of the league anymore, he is a prominent business partner actively sharing in the league's global growth. And finally, taking the number 1 spot, we have Cristiano Ronaldo, the absolute apex of sports wealth. Ronaldo is recognized as the first active team sport billionaire, and really, he's the primary catalyst for the modern football financial boom we are currently witnessing. His willingness to completely disrupt the market set the stage for the astronomical figures we see today. Commanding the absolute highest wealth requires a highly complex, multi-tiered empire. Ronaldo achieves this by stacking a reported $200 million per year salary at Al Nassr, a lifetime billion-dollar contract with Nike, and an expansive personal CR7 brand that encompasses luxury hotels, underwear lines, and global fitness centers. It is the definitive masterclass in personal wealth generation. So after exploring the anatomy of these financial juggernauts, it really makes you wonder about the future of the sports economics, right? With sovereign wealth funds now inflating player contracts to hundreds of millions, and equity deals becoming the new standard for superstars, will the next generation ever catch up? Or have we finally reached an untouchable billionaire ceiling in global sports?
I want to hear your thoughts on this unprecedented explosion of football wealth, so let us know in the comments below. Do you think this financial model is sustainable for the future of the game? Don't forget to like and subscribe for more daily explainers breaking down the business of sports. Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next time.